mixed individuals. It's just totally unfair for trustees to do what they're doing to the residents, coming when they want, go somewhere else and have meetings. That's totally unfair. They weren't elected to do that. They didn't tell you that at the poll. Well, you gotta watch out and walk out some of these meetings on now, so be prepared. That's totally unfair. Let's take care of business. I've been here 5 months. I'm dealing with bills that haven't been paid since 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021.
Yep.
That's totally unfair. So I got to make a decision on it. I was told, oh, you just said yes, yes, yes with the mayor. I'm for paying bills. Yes, pay the bills. Let's get together on what we're going to vote on. We having these meetings over at Dolton Park. Andrew Holmes, have you been invited in those meetings?
What meeting?
I haven't been invited to a meeting. The mayor haven't been invited to a meeting. That's totally unfair. But I got to move on. I'm sorry. I done got on my soapbox. It's getting irritating. And what we're doing here, we steady fighting something that's totally unfair to the residents.
Yeah.
They clapped because Stan Brown was here.
Mayor Tiffany Henyard was a no-show for this special meeting called by village trustees, but she was still the target of scathing public comment.
I'm not going to stop until she's behind bars.
And at some point, she is going to have to answer to some of this stuff.
Without Henyard present, the trustees taking sweeping action, approving a temporary moratorium on travel and meal reimbursement for elected officials and employees, amending rules on check signing requirements, and approving 18 business licenses that trustees say had been held up.
We have real issues that need to be addressed, and that's what we're here to do and move this community forward.
The board also approving a new firefighter contract that it negotiated with its attorney through 2027 after the union went without one for 4 years. Firefighters blaming Mayor Henyard for numerous canceled bargaining sessions.
The trustees did what they had to do, and it was slam dunk. Everything went very well.
Trustees also finalizing action to fire Deputy Police Chief Louis Lacey, seen here at a previous meeting. Lacey pleaded not guilty last month to federal bankruptcy fraud charges. And that same day, Henyard and Lacey were recorded telling officers he's still in charge of the department. But now the state agency which certifies police officers lists Lacey as inactive, with an August 14th separation date from Dolton Police.
This is our community. We need to take it back. And we will continue to fight as we've been doing for the last 3.5 years.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here because your concerns are my priority, and I definitely need to know what's happening all over the village. Now, I have residents that say come to this meeting, some say don't come to this meeting. I'm here for all the residents. So I appreciate you, Ms. Avon. As many times I've been knocking on your door, we had a lot of conversations. So, in Trustee Stubbs, we did some battles on the street together, taking care of some business. So we're not strangers to one another. But I just like to say, it's work to be done. Just as I said in the short little get together we had last week, that all the trustees and the mayor, we need to get ourselves together because we have work to do. Right now, we have our village hanging on the edge, and it's up to us to hold everything forward. So what happens from here on out, I'm not here jumping ship, or I never was on the ship, the jumping ship. Always been here. But I like to do what's right, and that's very important. And every resident in this village deserves that. So I'm not going to shortchange no resident, whether we voted for each other or not. It's a job for me to do. And I'm still doing what I always have been doing for over 30-some years. And I see Coach Cleo back there, I see him grinning. Because he know the work that me and him have put in and get this building together. That's right. I was actually, they let me be a part of this here, of helping getting this here together. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's no heroic move that's being made, but it's about we need to get some things together because what's on this agenda, it really touched me. to make sure I'm here, because us 6 trustees need to get together and do some hardcore talk. So I just appreciate the opportunity to be here. I'm going to be at this meeting. I'm going to be at the meeting at the village. I'm going to be at this meeting. I'm going to be at the meeting at the village. Dog, nothing's going to change. So I got a job to do, so I intend on continuing to do it. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for hearing me out.
Amen. We still cannot get back in my viewpoint, but just trying to find out if she said on record it was paid for, why is it still coming back up on the warrant list?
I don't have that exact information for you right now, but I'll get it. If you send it to me in email, I'll respond to you.
Okay. I just feel that we go through this every month, and with everything going on, it comes to the part where we get to finances, and the finance people not even here to never answer the questions. We go to court about it. We're even getting sued by a TV station because somebody says FOIA.
Stick to the agenda.
I am talking about the agenda because the agenda was financial information that they requested, and you guys, FOIA, whoever the FOIA officer is, refused to give them the information. So that is the agenda, because we're talking about money that we cannot continue to keep getting lawsuits because of people not doing their job. So it is directly in the discussion of what we're talking about. So as I was saying,
All right. As always, people say whatever they want to hear, but my question is the White Cove pool. Why do you guys keep taking out the pool, which you guys know we want to fix so the kids can take swimming lessons, and then we can also use it as revenue stream for our village to rent? The reason why you guys keep taking out the pool?
yes, it's, oh,
You got it, trustee.
no, my question is, can you provide that we have insurance over there for that pool?
I'm asking, can you guys please fix the pool? You guys know the answers to all of this. Melly's been there forever, but it's just sitting there. We pay for it anyway. I'm asking, can we please fix the pool? Are you guys willing to put it back into the bills list so we can fix the pool, so we can utilize it this summer?
Can you answer my question? Do you have insurance over there?
We have insurance throughout the entire village, so that's a redundant question.
No, it
So my
wasn't. Do we
question-
have
okay,
insurance
I'm
for
just
the
asking,
pool
are you
at
willing
Melanie's
now?
Filming
Are you
Center?
willing to put it back into the bills list? Anybody willing to put it back in the
Okay,
bills list?
well, if I may be
Sure,
recognized.
go ahead.
Okay, so that bill was pulled out because it was not in the budget, and we have more than $2 million of bills that have been approved by the board that have not been released. So at this time, I'm not willing to adjust.
So you're saying it's not in the budget, and you don't want to fix the pool because it's not in the budget, just like y'all attorney's not in the budget, but y'all approve things. But okay,
Can Janice or Tangenique tell us how many checks are sitting on the desk that haven't been
okay.
issued out
You guys
already?
always stray from the question. My question is about the lawn care. Are you guys willing to pay for
All right,
lawn
quiet.
care, or are we gonna just go back and forth over Q&A that everybody should ask before we get here? Because
It ain't really no Q&A because you're not answering no questions.
But okay, if y'all not gonna do that, let's move on. All right, call the roll.
Yeah,
Mary
we're
Kay,
still in
please.
discussion.
Yeah, we have
Mary
discussion.
Kay. Okay, you said you still got some?
Yes, ma'am.
What you got?
Okay, there are two vendors, which kind of goes to the point. MBD Solutions, which is a concrete vendor that replaces concrete in the village of Dolton, has emailed multiple times. They were approved by the board more than 7 months ago and have yet to receive payment. Can somebody advise on the status of their payment?
As you just stated, finance is not here. So why would we have that right here in front of us? See, this is what
Another-
I'm saying.
All right,
Okay,
quiet.
hold on. Order.
All
As
right.
you guys know, a mayor does not handle the finances. So stop. So if I'm telling you the answer, that's the answer. So if I don't handle finances, it has to go to the finance director or the finance department. They know that. But we sit here and we grandstand every board meeting for you guys. Everybody know the steps. They know how all this goes. To make it like somebody doing something. Finance not here. We spend my time going back and
Okay.
forth. If we're not gonna amend or make changes or see the good in certain
I'll wait for
things.
her to finish because I hate talking when
Okay,
people talk.
go ahead,
I'll
say your
wait.
statements, and then let me know when y'all done talking to each other.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for giving me permission to speak. Thanks. I appreciate it. Let's first start with this mayor and her smoking mirrors. You know, I sit here and we come and we say, you know, I say to myself, I'm not going to cut up with her today. Okay. But then I sit here And I listened to lie after lie. And she tells you everything but the truth. Like my grandma say, you're lying, the truth ain't in you. Now we sit here and we talk about finances when one, we haven't even went over a budget, a yearly budget. How can you ask us to make responsible financial decisions on behalf of an entire village when you haven't even presented a budget for moving forward, but yet you continue to say, make these choices, make these decisions. We don't know where we stand as a village in terms of the financials. You are paying vendors 10 times the money that they should be paid. So let me explain this for you residents. Let me educate us. A tree. We have a tree on the block. So we have residents calling about trees. And they have an issue with the tree. So we look on, well, when we were provided with access to my viewpoint, what we were noticing is we would have an invoice on there for $1,000 for a tree trim, okay? Then the very next month, we have another invoice for the exact same tree for $10,000 to cut it down. Sounds like double dipping to me. You sit there and you say, well, we have nothing to hide. Well, if there's nothing to hide, provide us with the information. That's very simple. The budget is due at the end of June, yet it is June 3rd. And you all, this administration hasn't even provided us with the upcoming budget. We haven't even had a discussion. But what they'll do is next month, they'll run to us and say, hey guys, here's the budget for millions of dollars. And don't worry about spending time and going over it. We don't have time at the moment. We just need you to approve it. And then they get angry when we don't approve it. Our job as trustees are to make the best financial decisions for the village, not prioritize spending. You sit here and she asks the question, why aren't you all paying for a pool? How can we pay for a pool when you have how do you even ask a question like us paying for a pool when you have residents that have a pool inside their basement every time it floods? That sounds so inconsiderate in terms of spending. It's not right. We're sitting here and we're talking about prioritizing finances. Residents asked this mayor, why don't you have the CAL meeting so we can go back to having discussions so that we can discuss these things prior to us coming to the original board meeting where we make decisions. It's only fair. Thank you.
All right. All right. Can you call the roll, please?